The Paper Animal Man. There was a man who lived by the train tracks at the edge of the city. Not in a house, not in a shack, just under canvas, forgotten signs, and Nassau Expressway. People said he had been there for years, quiet, harmless, strange. They called him the Paper Animal Man. He had a folding table and a box of yesterday's newspapers. Every day, from sunrise to dusk, he sat still and patient, turning torn pages into birds and foxes, fish and horses. His fingers moved slowly, deliberately, as if each crease was a memory being tucked into place. Hundreds of them, paper creatures so lifelike that pigeons would peck at them. Cats would chase them. Most people passed without a glance. Some kicked them aside. Some tossed them in bins without a thought. Children passing on the morning train would press their faces to the windows. Sometimes they saw him set a paper bird on the concrete wall beside the tracks, and if the wind was kind, it would lift, circle once, and vanish into the sky. Children always noticed, saw the wonder in the folds, unaware that one day they would forget. No one really spoke to the man. He didn't ask for money. He didn't even look up when people passed. But every once in a while, someone would find a paper animal tucked into the gap of a bench or sitting on the roof of a taxi, always perfectly folded. One day, a boy named Sam, on his way home from school, stepped off the train a stop early, just to see for himself. The man was there, thin, wind-burned, eyes like the underside of storm clouds. His hands moved like they remembered something from long ago. Fold, crease, turn, fold again. Sam didn't speak. He just watched. And eventually the man glanced up and handed him a small paper dog. It was light, balanced, careful done. "Thank you," Sam whispered. The man said nothing, but his eyes softened. Sam came back the next day and the next. Sometimes he brought paper, sometimes food. They didn't talk much, but they sat together. One afternoon, Sam asked, "Why do you make animals?" The man paused. He held up a newspaper, creased and faded, full of yesterday's headlines screaming for attention no one gave. Nothing but noise, loud for a moment, then worthless. Stories meant to matter, but are already forgotten. He pointed at the words, then folded them shut, word by word, line by line, into something that didn't speak, but still lived. Sam didn't quite understand, but somehow it made sense. After that, the man started showing him how to fold. Not like this, turn your thumb, feel the edge. And Sam learned. Weeks passed, then months. The paper animals multiplied. A tiger crouched beneath the bridge. A peacock perched on the ledge near the tracks. Once, Sam saw a whale, magnificent, resting by the water tower like it had just breached from the sidewalk. They were everywhere, and the city began to notice. Photographers came, tourists posed. A reporter tried to interview the man, but he just kept folding. The mayor offered to fund a sculpture exhibit. He didn't respond. One day, Sam arrived to find the folding table empty. No man, no paper. Only a single animal waiting in his place. A crane, its wings wide, its body wrapped in unimportant headlines from not long ago. Sam picked it up carefully. Inside, written in pencil, barely visible. "Some things speak softer than words, quieter than the noise we make trying to matter. Quieter, but far more lasting." The Paper Animal Man never returned, but his creatures stayed. Some turned to mulch in the rain, some vanished on the wind, some still perch quietly on rooftops and ledges, waiting to be noticed. And Sam still folds. He folds every day, in parks, on trains, by windows. Not for attention, not for answers, but because of a man who turned noise into silence. And silence into something interesting, something beautiful, something that never asked to be noticed, yet somehow always was. Something that made people stop, look up, and feel. Something they hadn't in a long, long time. Maybe it was wonder. Maybe it was something more.